Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how do I connect Raspberry Pi with my Windows desktop. So for this I need to download this putty, and then I will connect. After I connect, set up that putty setup, then I will go through the remote desktop connection. So first, I already downloaded the putty. You can find it on Google, typing putty. Then you can download the portable putty configuration. So here after open putty, you can see the host name. So what will be in the host name? So as my Raspberry Pi is now new and it's a default host name, which is called Raspberry. Sorry, it will be in small letters. Raspi Pi. So this is my default host name of my Raspberry Pi device, as I don't configure or don't connect it with my computer. So the default name is Raspberry Pi, and the port number is 22, make as default, and it should be go with the SSH. So after type in this, I'm going to click OK, open. So it's now taking a username. So the default username of Raspberry Pi is Pi, and the password is Raspberry. Okay, so now I get the access on Raspberry. So then I'm going to type a command, which is sudo config. Okay, so I get the interface of my setup of Raspberry Pi. So in here, in the second number option, network option, I'm going press enter. So here you can see the host name. So as I told you that my default host name was Raspberry Pi. So when I put this host name on putty, then it access my host name to access it. So if you want to modify it, then you can. But in some cases, when you want to connect our Raspberry Pi device, sometimes it also maybe also need to include .local. Typing wrong. Okay, so sometimes you can also try with raspberrypi.local when sometimes in some devices it's also work as a default host name, but in my cases my Raspberry Pi is only the host name to connect with putty. So I will recommend you to try raspberrypi.local if only Raspberry Pi not working or not connected with the putty. So okay, so I am just modify it as called raspberrypi.local, then press OK. After click, now I'm pressing tab to select or finish. So I'm just save the setup configuration and just clicking finish, and then it to reboot and press yes. Okay, so now my Raspberry Pi is configured as raspberrypi.local. So what I need to do is, now my Raspberry Pi device is connected. Oh sorry, one thing I forget to tell you that. Okay, so what is the raspberrypi.local? Okay, so now I'll again access it. So there is also an option called interfacing option. So what I need to do is, in interfacing option, I need to go in SSH and need to enable it. So okay, I'm just press yes. the SSH server is enabled, and then I need to also go to the interface setting again and enable the VNC setup. Enable. Okay, now press finish. The setup is not finished. So after done this, we need to go in remote desktop connection. So I'm press enter. So now the computer or the host name. So as I saw you that I changed the host name with raspberrypi.local. So now I'm just insert this host name and connecting with the remote desktop connection. So I'm press connect. Okay, so this is connected. This warning don't show again. I just make it and press yes. Okay, so now I got the access point. So in there I'm inputting the username of Pi, and the password is raspberrypi. Sorry, raspberry. The password is only raspberry. Okay. So as you can see that the remote desktop connection is open my Raspberry Pi device, and I can easily access it through it. So after opening this, you can see that I connect my Wi-Fi is connected with this. If you want to connect our Raspberry Pi with the Wi-Fi device or on the router, so what we can do is we need to run a command, as like this command will be go through this path or this folder which is named WPA-supplicant.conf. Then after we go on this folder, then we need to input this code so we can connect our Wi-Fi to our with our Raspberry Pi. So what we in here is the in SSID you must need to write the Wi-Fi username, as like in my case my Wi-Fi router name is this, so I will use this name, and must understand that this part is case sensitive, so you must need to write the exact name of your router name. And this one is the password section, so we just need to input the password in here. I'm just cutting this, and this is the format of our my Wi-Fi router. So what I need to go do is I'm going to putty again. So my local host name is raspberrypi.local. I'm connecting it. Password is raspberry, so I'm access it now. So what I'm doing is just copy this one and I paste it just through right click on mouse. So now I'm pressing enter. So as you can see there, I already connect my Wi-Fi on Raspberry Pi with Raspberry Pi, so that's why the code is already I put there. So if you also want to as few cases maybe it's not in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just cut this one, this whole setup. Okay, okay, so in here I will again copy this code, and then I just copy it, and here again I paste it. So in your cases you just need to change those part. I will give it on the description box. So after put this you put your Wi-Fi name as like SSID and the PSK password, then we'll need to save it. So for save this one, all we need to press Ctrl X and save modify buffer. So we press yes. So now it's pressed. So again, so in which file? So I'm going to save as Control T to file, save as file. So this one, I'm just selecting this one, and now save file under different name. No. Okay. So I'm just press enter and press yes, again press yes. So okay, so my Wi-Fi setup is now configured, and now I can easily connect through the connection box. Sorry, again. Okay, so pi. Okay, so the Wi-Fi setup is now work. Thank you for watching this video.